Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
What's up, guys? It's your boy CB Plays. I am here and excited to bring you the NXT Bash at the Beach Fallout Show, NXT-Inferno edition. So let's just kick it off to the show. We kick off the show with Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma, and Santos Escobar is sporting the NXT Television Championship, the same championship he won from Keith Lee at, I think it was night 2 at NXT Bash at the Beach. But Santos Escobar cut the promo saying, I delivered on my promise. I told you guys that I needed to win this title, and I did that. Keith Lee put up a great fight, and I will always respect him because he made this NXT Television Championship what it is, a workhorse championship. He was the flag bearer for the title, but I'm going to be the face, not of only this television championship, but the face of this TV network. I will bring you the champion of champions, and I will show you that I am not just a great man, but I am Santos Escobar. No one can touch me. Keith Lee couldn't do that, and no one will get this championship as long as I hold it. But Ilya Dragunov of Umba comes out with the rest of his guys. Man, I haven't recorded in a while. But Ilya Dragunov says, Santos, I think we haven't introduced ourselves. I am Ilya Dragunov, and this is Umba. We are invincible. I want to show you that we're the true faction here in NXT. You know, you formed before us, but you guys really aren't a group. We are men here to purify the ring, and after we got rid of the scum of the earth and Tyler Bate, I have my eyes on that television championship. So I just want to introduce myself because you call yourself the true face of TV, but I'm the true face of this industry, the true face of TV. I will purify the ring and purify that championship. Okay, and about to have decent reactions from the crowd. MSK had an open challenge, and Subculture answered the challenge. MSK defeated Subculture in 14:38 when Zachary Wentz pinned Morgan Webster, and MSK makes defense number 1 of the NXT Tag Team titles. Desmond 73, Zachary 67, Morgan Webster 50, and Mark Andrews 67. But definitely lack of psychology. But 66 a really good match to kick off the show. Man, I gotta do better. I haven't recorded in a while. But 68, so MSK, the champs, even though MSK is on Thunder, NXT Tag Team champs can flow from brand to brand, and they had an open challenge with Subculture answer, but they lost. But MSK hold their tag team championships up in the air, but grizzled young veterans come out, and they get in the face of MSK telling them that they want the next crack at the NXT Tag Team Championships. So look, we might be having our first shoot of MSK's title reign. I mean, FTR is still in the wings, but we'll see what happens. But grizzly young veterans are throwing themselves in the hat since they did beat the Rising Sun last week. 48, oh man, this match sucked. But Jungle Kiona defeated Layla Hirsch at 9:52 by pinfall the spinning Gunrich powerbomb. Jungle Kiona 60 and Layla Hirsch 47. Layla Hirsch sustained hip tendonitis. I don't know how long that's going to keep her out, but Jungle Kiona's performance stood out as good, and I'm happy that I'm getting her, Kimiko Asahara, and Utami Hayashishida over as this group in Dorgan Barada. I'm enjoying it. Oh, hip tendonitis. 95, really good segment. So Dorgan Barada, they're just pissed off since Kimiko Asahara lost to Io Shirai at NXT Bash at the Beach Night 2. So they continue to beat down on Layla Hirsch, and they just continue just stomping on her. All three women, Jungle, Utami, and Kimiko, all hit their finishers on Layla Hirsch, sending a message. But on the video screen, Io Shirai, and she gets the attention of Black Lotus. She says, Black Lotus, hey, up here. And Io Shirai is somewhere. It looks like a gym. And we see, and Black Lotus's eyes get big, and she sees that this is the former gym that Black Lotus trained Io Shirai, Maya Alatani, or Kairi Oho, or Kairi Sane. And Io Shirai says, Black Lotus, you're not over. This between us isn't over. I did beat you at NXT Bash at the Beach, but I went to endure Gambarada once and for all. But you're still standing, which means I didn't finish the job. And we see pictures of Black Lotus. We see the pictures on the wall of Black Lotus, of her training Io Shirai, and it just shows pictures of them having a good time. And Io Shirai says, "This was once my life, not anymore." And Io Shirai just starts destroying the gym as a way of destroying her past with Black Lotus. And Io Shirai, she just destroys the locker room, destroys the gym, and she burns the pictures, saying that this means nothing to her anymore. And it looks like Io Shirai is not done with Duragan Barada. 62. So Madison Rain, man, it's a flyer. It's a flyer. Sheesh. So Madison Rain addresses her career, and she comes on and tells the fans that she doesn't know where she's going right now. She thought that she was going to be able to take down the beautiful people, but that clearly didn't happen. And she doesn't know if she's going to be a full-time in-ring competitor. But as she says this, we hear a theme song, and on the video screen, it says Liv Morgan. Yes, Liv Morgan is here at NXT, and she debuts, and she gets in the ring, and she says, Madison Rain was once an inspiration to her, and it will be her dream to face her one day. But in it, Liv Morgan is here to lighten up NXT, to show the world that Liv Morgan can be more than just a hand on a roster. And I am here to truly make an impact. So yes, Liv Morgan is NXT, and Liv Morgan kind of interrupted Madison Rain, and she's just trying to show everybody that she is not just a hand, but she can be a valuable member to the roster. So Liv Morgan is here in NXT. 65, Mustafa Ali defeated Leon Ruff in 7:43 by pinfall of the reverse 450. Mustafa Ali 65, Leon Ruff 53. 75. Okay, so AJ Styles comes out and speaks on his big win. AJ says he's just flying on cloud 9 right now. He had a match of the year candidate with Adam Cole, which was the best match of the series. And AJ Styles says he got that out the way, and now it's time for him to go on to something bigger. But Trey Miguel comes out, and he does his whole entrance with him holding the North American title, and Trey Miguel holds the title in the air because he's not wasting any time. He knows AJ said it in passing that he wants that North American title, and Trey Miguel holds it in there saying that he's ready for AJ Styles. So we could possibly be getting AJ Styles and Trey Miguel. Sign me up. 71, Pete Dunne defeated Leo Rush in 1401 by pinfall at the bitter end. Pete Dunne 70, Leo Rush 65. 73. So Pete Dunne is just clearly upset after he lost that takeover. He didn't get pinned. He didn't get submitted. He just got choked out, and he passed out. And the rear naked choke took Khabib and Mega Madoff. And Pete Dunne was training so hard to get there, but he's just pissed off right now. He's just scowling right now. And then Hiromu Takahashi comes out, and the crowd's ears and eyes are perking up because we never seen these two face off, and this is a potential dream match. Hiromu Takahashi comes out and does what only Hiromu does. Hiromu is just goading Pete Dunne into a match using his silly antics. He's just being charismatic as he is, playing mind games with Pete Dunne, and he puts Daryl on the shoulder of Pete Dunne, but Pete Dunne isn't paying no mind to Hiromu. He just leaves the ring and continues to walk up the rampway pissed. 71, okay, really good. Alex Shelley defeated Mansoor in 6:45 by pinfall at the Shell Shock. Alex Shelley 80, Mansoor 52. So really good rating from there. Alex Shelley just getting the win here tonight. 60. So Kathy, you know how I love how AEW does those on stage interviews. I want to just imagine it's double tunnels just like AEW, and they have that little platform right there where you have like Tony Schiavone or Alex Marvez doing an on-stage interview, and that's what Kathy Kelly is doing with the beautiful people. And Kathy Kelly introduced the beautiful people, and they go on and speak, but Chelsea Green just grabs the mic from Kathy and tells her to shoot, And Chelsea says, we told you what we were going to do. We told you so. That we were going to take out the legend. We told you that we are the best faction of women in this industry. We took out 3 legends in less than 11 minutes. I call that a great night's work. We told you that we are the face of this industry and no one is going to get in our way. You walk in this division if we let you. And we showed you that the beautiful people are the best in this division, in this company, and that no one can face them. And Robert Stone is just clapping in the background, but Tay Conti and Paris Marie standing there along with Chelsea Green. But Tegan Knox comes out from the other, let's say from the face ramp, and she gets in the face of Chelsea Green. Tegan says, "Yeah, you did, Chelsea, you did win, and you did, but you beat legends. How about some you face people your own age, face people in your own generation? Yeah, you could beat the legends, but can you beat an up-and-coming superstar? Can you beat established superstars like myself?" And so we possibly begin Chelsea Green, Tay Conti, and Paris Marie versus Tegan Knox. Man, this recording is going. But yeah, but Tegan Knox is getting in the face of the beautiful people. 70. Tyler Bate defeated Davey Boy Smith Jr. at 10:49 by pinfall at the Tyler Driver 97. Tyler Bate 71. Davey Boy Smith 59. Oh my gosh, you could hear the airplane in the background. Oh my gosh. For what? Hold on. Tyler Bate. Wait, huh? 85? I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. But Tyler Bate, he cuts a promo and says he is disappointed that he lost to Ilya Dragunov at NXT Takeover Bash at the Beach, but he has other fish to fry. He has to go on to other important things. What he saw at NXT Bash at the Beach disgusted him. He saw Khabib Nurmagomedov disrespect this industry, disrespect his friend and Pete Dunne, and he's not having that. So Tyler knows that Khabib isn't here this week, but next week he wants to face Khabib one-on-one in that ring, not for a match, but for a face-off. You're so big and bad, Khabib. How about you face me in that ring? So it looks like Tyler Bate is not ultra receptive to Khabib Nurmagomedov disrespecting his friend Pete Dunne, and he's saying that Khabib is disrespecting the industry of wrestling itself. 59. Okay, really good rating right there. So Kathy Kelly is doing a Tony Schiavone right now, just interviewing everyone, and she's interviewing Bivens Enterprises and Malcolm Glow saying, "You know what, Kathy? It was a great night. It was a great couple nights for Bivens Enterprises. It was the Undertaker's pleasure to meet me. We got a chance to make this brand the most popular it's ever been. This shows we're a success because of us and only us. We were the best hosts in the history of hosting." But Kathy, that's the past. We're talking about the future, and this brand is ever expanding, and that means possibly getting more people. And there's one man who's been on a downward swing as of late, but we want to help save him because that's what we do here in Bivens Enterprises. You see what I did with Brian Pillman Jr., Ever Rise, Aria Davari, the Fixer. So Chris Sabin, you've been losing a lot of matches as of late. How about we can make you a superstar here in Bivens Enterprises? And Chris Sabin, you know how I like how AEW has some wrestlers in the crowd, and Chris Sabin's in the crowd listening to this, and Chris Sabin doesn't respond, but he's just listening. And Malcolm says the offer is on the table, but Chris, don't wait too long because it could be up very soon. So Chris Sabin is being inquired by Malcolm Bivens and Bivens Enterprises. Very interesting. 67, Rosemary defeated Azumi in 11:35 by submission with the Spider's Twist. Rosemary 72, Azumi 52. So in-ring wise, it's been pretty good. 83, I really love that. So Rosemary says, does anyone want to step up? We've basically faced everyone on this brand, and we're getting tired of beating everyone. Even though Rosemary lost even though she lost that NXT Bash at the Beach, she has been on a tear as of late. Her and Alyssa Flash. And the most unlikely of people answers the call, and Renee Michelle gets in the face of Rosemary saying, "Hey, I'll answer that call. You don't want anyone to step up to you? I'll step up to you." So it looks like Renee Michelle is stepping up to Rosemary. Very interesting. 92. So Adam Cole comes out and cuts a promo. He's all sad and dejected, and he says he failed the NXT universe. Most importantly, he failed himself because he says that he's the face of this industry, but he can't even beat AJ Styles. And he's now at the back of the line. He was going to be in the front of the line by beating AJ, but now he has to sit in the back and work his way back up again. But Ilya Dragunov comes out for the second time tonight, and he says, "You're right, Adam. You did let these people down. Adam, you are a failure. Every time we call you to do the most, Adam, where we call you to be the shine, where we want you to shine, Adam, you fail. You failed against AJ. You failed against Finn. I mean, goodness, Adam, you went here and there, but when it comes to the brightest of lights, you're dim. Your light is dim. But see, me, Ilya Dragunov, I'm on the rise while you're on the decline. And I just want to tell you to not get in my way. And yeah, basically, not get in my way." So Ilya Dragunov just antagonizing Adam Cole when he's down, just talking about kicking the man when he's down. And Ilya Dragunov, we could possibly get an Adam Cole, Ilya Dragunov, Santos, Ilya, I don't know. But Z-Bar is making their presence known here tonight. 64, the Rising Sun get a victory here by defeating Laredo Kid and Keisha Navarro at 11:33. Rin Kushida submitted Keisha Navarro with the Kushida lock. Kushida 73. Bo, who's ever improved in 51. Keisha Navarro 47. And Laredo Kid 57. 80. Oh my gosh, these ratings are just kicking so much butt right now. The Rising Sun celebrate their win backstage, and the camera pans to see Ace Austin and Jake Something standing right there. And Kushida steps up to Ace Austin, and he slaps Ace Austin right across the face. And we're so surprised for that. And Kushida says, "That was for Kendo." And for those that didn't know, Ace Austin, in his build against Yori Katsumatsu, he and Jake Something attacked Kendo Kashin, a legend in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And Kushida, who has ties in New Japan, probably knows Kendo and respects Kendo, and thought what Ace Austin did was really disrespectful. So he slaps Ace Austin across the face for that. And it looks like Ace Austin got the message. 87, my gosh. So Rhea Ripley comes out sporting the NXT Women's Championship, and she's just gloating at this point. She says, "I told you guys that no one can stand my brutality. I told you guys that once I changed for the better. I found that killer instinct, and that was bad things for the women's division. I have not lost since I came back and returned to NXT, and because I am the best woman in this division, better than Io, better than Mayu, better than Tenille, because I hold this." She holds up the NXT Women's Championship. But Tenille Dashwood comes out, and her and Rhea Ripley have a little bit of history, and Tenille says, "I don't think we're done yet." But Mayu Iwatani interrupts Tenille and tells her to get at the back of the line because she's invoking her rematch clause next week. Oh, my bad. Something happened with my throat. But she's invoking her rematch clause next week. So a little interesting web here right now. Rhea and Tenille have history. Rhea and Mayu just have history right now. And Tenille and Mayu have history. But it will be Rhea Ripley and Tenille be Rhea Ripley and Mayu Iwatani next week in our main event in a 30-woman Iron Man. In a 30-minute Iron Woman match. I'm so used to calling it Iron Man. But 30-minute Iron Woman match. And that should be amazing. 52. So, yes, this is going to be interesting. So, the Acclaim comes out and they take over the show. The Acclaimed are from FSW, but they hop the guardrail, they hop the barricade, and they come on and they just start shooting on the crowd. Max Caster's just shooting on everybody with his raps, and Anthony Bowens is just antagonizing the crowd, and the crowd is just booing. But we hear like some type of machinery going on in the background, and it's heavy machinery. Otis and Tucker Knight they debut on NXT, and the crowd is just receptive because Heavy Machinery is a crowd favorite. Heavy Machinery take out the Acclaimed. Otis gives Max Caster the Caterpillar, and Tucker Knight gives Anthony Bowens a powerbomb. But most importantly, Heavy Machinery are here in NXT. So we had a couple debuts. Liv Morgan, now Heavy Machinery. Mustafa Ali debut. So you said you wanted some signings, and there are your signings. I had to beef up my tag division, and I'm glad I did that. Heavy Machinery's contracts came up. I signed them because I think there would be great assets to this division. And our main event will be Dragon Lee versus Yuri Katsumatsu, and it gets a 78. Okay, he likes psychology. I kind of knew that was going to happen. But in the bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Dragon Lee defeated Yuri Katsumatsu in 7:47 by pinfall with the Operation Dragon. Dragon Lee 82. Yuri Katsumatsu is just on the downward swing right now, 72. And in the show off with the 79. So Chris Dijak and Brody King attack Dragon Lee because, of course, they're not finished with him after he beat Chris Dijak and Brody King. Chris Dijak cost Dragon Lee the match. They've been going back and forth for the last couple weeks, but they attacked Dragon Lee after the match, and Ken Shamrock is clapping about this. But Yuri Katsumatsu gets back up and saves Dragon Lee, so he and Dragon Lee help clean house and take out Chris Dijak and Brody King. Take them out the ring, and Chris Dijak and Brody King retreat up the rampway with Ken Shamrock. But more importantly, more interestingly, Yuri Katsumatsu and Dragon Lee partnered up here tonight to take out Chris Dijak and Brody King. Could we possibly looking at a tag team feud here? I don't know, but I mean, of course I do, but it would be interesting to see. The show gets us at 82. Yep, okay, I really like it. Some of the segments were really hitting hard tonight. I haven't recorded in like a week, so that's why I'm stuttering all over the place. That's no excuse. I'll get better when I start recording more often. But tell me what you thought down below. Hopefully these stories are just getting interesting. You had AJ Styles, Trey Miguel, MSK, B Subculture, but they possibly have GYV on their hands. Io Shirai and Dorgan Barado, they're still feuding. Pete Dunne and Hiromu Takahashi possibly could have a match. Tyler Bate, interesting enough, called out Khabib Nurmagomedov. Malcolm Bivens is inquiring about Chris Sabin. Renee Michelle stepped up to Rosemary. Adam Cole is being antagonized by Ilya Dragunov. Rising Sun, most importantly, Kushida slapped Ace Austin. Dragon Lee and Yuri Katsumatsu partnered here tonight to partnered up here tonight to take out Dragon Lee and Chris. Not Dragon Lee. They tied up here to take out Chris Dijak and Brody King. Also, importantly, Liv Morgan debuted, and she interrupted Madison Rayne. Tegan Knox went ahead and confronted the Beautiful People. And then we had Heavy Machinery take out the Acclaimed. So, yeah, a lot of things happened here tonight. And tell me what you thought down below. I'll see you when I see you. Tell me what you liked or what you didn't like. With critiques, I'm just waiting to hear your responses and answer them. So tell me what you thought down below. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.